The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you find it hard staying optimistic with all the financial news in the media? I'm Bernard Hickey, and on my podcast, When the Facts Change, I'm here to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of economics in Aotearoa. So join the conversation every Friday on When the Facts Change, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in partnership with KiwiBank.
Well, I don't know.
100% of the
I don't
time.
really understand how eggs work.
No one knows for sure.
We need
One a day. A chicken
for a
does.
chicken.
A chicken does one egg a day.
And isn't an egg a...
And my question is, does the shell grow first?
Yeah.
And does the jus get sort of
That's what I
injected?
mean.
Or does the jus grow and then the hardening around the jus?
Which came first, the shell or the jus? I mean, it is the age-old question.
No sick, Galley!
Kia ora e te whānau, welcome to The Real Pod. Oh, just quickly, we're doing Below Deck. Just Below Deck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know.
I just need to open
yeah.
the right. I need to open the right tab. Great start. Duncan, you can carry this for now. No, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Anything?
Nothing.
Oh, for crying out loud. I need to find my doc. Alex, this is on you.
Dinner party. I'll just read out my notes verbatim.
Do you want to say hi to the people? Tell them what
hi to the people.
podcast
This is The Real Pod, your real life. Is it? No, it's not
No.
real life anymore. Your reality TV recap podcast.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm Jane Yee.
Yep.
Joining me today, Alex Casey
Hello.
and Duncan Grieve.
Kia ora. Well, that would be amazing, like bait and switch. Like if you just did a whole podcast in character as the other person. I feel like it would be quite funny.
People do sometimes jumble our voices.
Do they? Do we sound?
I hear about
similar?
it. I hear about
Wow.
I can
yeah.
imagine that.
Yeah.
What have we been held responsible for? That was not us.
I don't know.
Ants in my toilet.
Zed's Belfie.
Oh, I'm quite
all
happy.
on me.
I'm quite happy for that to be yours. Okay, we are on deck, and it's episode 15 of Below Deck Down Under. Just a cheeky 2 more to go after this. Thank God.
Can't wait for God, and it's gonna get
No,
good.
it's actually about to get really good.
Can't wait for it to get good. This one is called Nice Girls Finish Last, and my first line is, primary takes forever in the loo. So we're at dinner. We're still
That's right.
We're still waiting for dinner to be served because the primary's in the loo. Geordie? Is that her name?
Jodie.
Yeah.
She doesn't drink. Just the margarita. Just the margarita for her.
And the Chardonnay. And basically everything that's going. And more of it.
I think I could be teetotal if that was the rule.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, beef goes cold. The captain has to ask for the table to be cleared. Chefy's trying to put a cake together. Benny's on the decks.
Benny, did you catch what he said? His hype quote. It was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. He said, "I'm going to bounce those steaks around your stomachs." That's not a cool thing for a DJ to say, right?
I have to say, though, that dinner was super grim. And when Benny got on the decks, party on.
Poked
He turned
up.
it around.
Didn't see that for Benny. Didn't see DJ Benny.
No.
It
DJ
seemed-
Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got more of a kind of contemplative, lonesome vibe than sorry for party rocking vibe.
Can we just talk about the cake just briefly? So it was Chefy's take on a strawberry shortcake type thing. Stacked discs with cream or deliciousness in the middle. I'm just wondering if they were just cakes. Can you do that if you bake a cake and it turns out not great and it's kind of not risen, it's a bit flat? You can just go, it's a shortcake.
Layer it, cut out the bad parts.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what happened?
I don't know if you cut out the bad parts. It looked dense.
I feel like of the three of us, there's only one person who's qualified to answer extreme technical baking questions, and it's you,
Yeah,
Jane.
so the answer is yes.
Okay.
Okay?
The new chef is quite weird, eh?
I like him. I think he seems like a nice guy.
He did this long, that musical interlude where he kind of did his own music for a while and is talking here. I was just like, you're a weird guy. I like him.
I like him. I like the weird ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wagga wagga. That's where he's from, to be clear.
Isn't that like Fozzie Bear's line?
Oh, yeah.
Wagga wagga.
Is that okay? I don't know.
What?
No, I don't know.
Fozzie Bear?
No, I don't know.
From the Muppets?
Yeah, no. I'm panicking.
No, that's fair enough. It's probably not okay. Cut that out.
Captain brings Aisha to the wheelhouse to give her a talk. Now, wheelhouse. This is where wheelhouse comes from? Is this where the word
In
this is
my wheelhouse.
That's not in. Is that what the captain's cranny's called?
I think it's where the wheel is. Yeah. I think for henceforth, that's not in my cranny is what we need to be saying.
Wow. My wheelhouse.
She's
That's
driving
not
a bus right now, by the way,
It's not
guys.
in my wheelhouse. That's incredible.
Yeah. So I love learning about the etymology.
I love
Is that
any
it?
time they.
You think so, huh?
Entomology's bugs, and etymology's words.
When the tender, I'm jumping here, but when the tender went missing and the captain started talking about the code of the sea, I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
I love it whenever they get into the weird lore of being.
There needs to be a reality show that is following pirates around. Like real life pirates.
Ooh.
I know there's but no laws at sea, So they can jump on a boat, steal some things, and it's
Sort of all in the
actually sort of
game.
legal, isn't it? It's all fine.
Pretty legal. I do think that they could with this show. Maybe it's just this season, which has been a bit lacking. Not towards the end, obviously, when it's really picked up. But they could be just giving a bit more of the culture and the law, like explaining some sea stuff. I feel like we could go that, and having the captain do some sort of more captaincy.
Yeah. Well, you see hear more, I feel like, about Captain Sandy's run-ins with E.G. pirates, explosions.
Yeah.
Maybe Captain Jason just...
No, Jason had a few
he
other
did crash into that wall.
that footage just still goes hard.
He did a literal run-in to the runabout.
I could have seen that more, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, I love his justification, it was fine.
Yeah.
Because the alternative was, it was good on him.
I think that we've actually absorbed quite a lot of lingo over the course of watching Below Deck that we probably don't give ourselves or the show enough credit for. Wheelhouse, for example.
The fenders.
Flaking the anchor.
Tender?
Tender.
Anchor is home. Anchor
Yeah.
is home.
Anchor is home. And also just talking to each other I don't talk to Alex without saying Alex, Jane, So, I know you'd like to hear more technical stuff, but I just want to say they're doing quite a nice subtle job of just changing the way we speak.
That's true.
What else happened? The primary. Now, this is interesting. The primary tells Brittini she needs to boink Culver.
That's very no laws of the sea type vibes as well. You're not normally allowed to sort of interfere with the staff's romance.
I think when you're
To
the
that
primary,
extent.
you can do whatever you want.
It does feel that way, but it also feels like that it's largely because you're at sea.
Yeah. And also why you'd use boink instead of bonk.
I don't hate boink.
I love boink. It's cute. It makes it fine, Boink, boink. And she wants to get in the
It's
middle
less
as
pressure,
well. But this is all some foreshadowing. Because the primary is basically telling Brittini, go for it. You guys make such a great couple. I'm all about doing everything to get you two together. Just keep that in the back of your mind, okay, as we go on. What else is happening? Taylor. Let's talk about Taylor. She knows everything. So she's the new stew. She's worked on a 115-kilometre boat.
The longest boat's so long you couldn't see the end.
3 services going at once. You had your guests, and you had your primaries, and then you had the other guests, and then you had the nannies and the children.
She's got Chief Stew kind of written all over her.
She could be a
Yes.
Hannah.
Also, the reveal that she's struggled in the past to stop having fun on board
Yeah.
with her workmates.
She needed to be on. See, the problem with Magda was she was so obsessed with her Eric, who was like not on the boat. You know, like that'd be fine if Eric was on the boat and we could see some of their drama. But it all happening via text. It was not the one. We needed Taylor on there from the beginning so she could be passionate up Benny, passionate up Captain. Passionate up who she wanted.
But she is in a relatively new relationship now, right? So she's trying to stay.
Yeah, but she basically gave herself an out. She was kind of like, it's pretty new, don't know, we'll see.
We just don't have enough time.
We don't have enough
for it
time.
to develop.
And Duncan knows because he's watched ahead.
It was so long ago now. I probably need to rewatch.
I want to give a shout out to our man Benny because there was a little shot of him just right down in the chain locker, flaking that chain. Like
In the dungeon of fear.
In the dungeon of fear without a single flicker of fear on his face.
He's growing. He's growing.
He really has.
Growth.
Maybe that's because he took Lazy Susan down there, not Benny, you know?
Lazy Susan would just be having a nap on the aft deck, you know?
True.
Lazy Susan and his alter ego for Benny is good.
Interesting though, I think, you know, because Culver is the one in the firing line in this episode for being a bit Lazy Susan. And I thought it was interesting that it felt like a while ago that Benny got his dressing down and they're talking about how much he's improved and all that. But then it comes to light when Jamie's talking to Culver that it was only 2 days ago. That because he's like, you saw him with Benny 2 days ago, that could be you next. It's like, Benny's improved so much in 2 days. Give it a bit more time.
It's the sea.
Can't trust
It's
it.
sea time. Sea change.
Sea
That's
time.
what they say. Sea change.
See, so many words. What else happened?
I would like to call out some of, look, we love our girl, Aisha, right?
Yeah.
She's a Kiwi hero. I don't agree with how she speaks in the workplace.
What?
I wrote down, she was in the, what's the kitchen? That
The
sequel?
galley.
The galley, sorry, the galley. And she was like, she called Tumi sugar tits and then said that Nate has big dick energy in like one sentence. And I was just like, HR.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Not at sea.
Not at sea.
I'll tell you
know.
where HR is. In his wheelhouse.
But she gets away with it, you know, as well. Like, you know, because it doesn't seem like she's not creeping on people when she's doing it.
I mean, she's established a friendship relationship with Tumi, so she probably has kind of an understanding there. But it's tricky, I guess, when it's a boss dynamic. Oh,
I just wonder when you take these people who have been at sea for so long and you put them just in a regular corporate environment, you know, what would happen? She would be in big trouble.
Nothing good, yeah. But I mean, that's why I think they stay.
They stay at sea.
stay-
Yeah, because they sort of become so accustomed to the moors that they can't possibly transition back to being landlubbers.
Culver's doing a lot of resting, a lot of eating before it's his break time. Like 10 minutes after getting up, he's taking a break to have some brekkie.
He's kind of moping. He's got a sort of a mopey energy.
He misses mum and dad.
Mum.
He misses Chef Kim.
I think he feels trapped by the Brittini kind of gravity.
What's going on there? Because she's definitely more keen than he is, but he's not also just saying no. And I'm confused. Like he's going on a van trip with her, and it's very obvious she likes him.
But I think that's the problem, is the van trip. That's an incredibly intimate first date, is like 6 weeks in a tiny van.
Can I tell you
with no
something?
toilet, probably.
Can I tell you something?
Built in, I hope.
I've checked out her Instagram post-show. They travelled. They did it. They did some things. I mean, I don't know if they did some things like that, but
Are you reporting this? This
I'm
could
not
get
reporting this.
aggregated.
I'm not reporting this. I'm just saying he was tagged in some stuff after the boat.
Well,
Did they come to...
So maybe he just didn't
Nouveau-
want to
Nouveau
do things
Salon?
on camera.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm just curious to see how the next few episodes play out. Some of us don't know.
It's going to get good.
So, well, I don't think I know anymore. It's statute of limitations.
Jamie did some nice yoga with the guests. Did a little headstand thing. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, it was
Jamie the cop.
Yes, it was the morning after the night before, when Geordie, the primary, got absolutely lashed. She got up the next morning, did some yoga, and Jamie came and joined in on some yoga, which is very un-Jamie-esque. Normally that's something he'd be telling other people off for. But if you can do a headstand, you got to do it, right? You just got to do it. Can you either of you do a headstand?
I feel like maybe I did one 6 years ago. Against a wall.
I think I did one against the wall.
Yeah.
You know, when we were having yoga lessons around the corner?
Oh, yeah.
I think I did one once.
Yeah, that's probably where I did it too, and it was very intense.
Yeah.
And I went beet red.
I think it's better to be up the right way than the wrong way. That's just
yeah.
my perspective.
That's science, actually, is what that is.
Hey, can you do it? I feel like you could do a headstand.
I could do one once
Yeah,
in the
see?
past, like you guys, which is to say that I cannot.
I'm pretty sure I've never done a headstand or a cartwheel.
What about a
or
rail
even
slide?
an effective hand.
I thought you used to be able to do gymnastics.
No, you're confusing me with my 8-year-old daughter who's just taken up gymnastics, and I tell you what, she can bridge like nobody else.
Yeah, it's really bullshit the way young children have got all this sort of flexibility
I know, it's
without
like-
even trying.
I know.
Whereas my splits project remains unfinished. That's a throwback.
That is a massive throwback, and also ties in with the fact I came in juggling mandarins this morning.
Oh,
My devil sticks are in the op shop.
Really?
Oh, really? You got rid altogether?
They're gone.
I've never heard of you getting rid of
I
them.
know.
I
I know.
That's huge. You don't get rid of anything. Oh,
Oh.
what? She's done a face. She's doing a face.
No. Maybe they were in our car that got stolen. I don't have them, is what I'm saying.
If you see them in an op shop, try and find out who donated them.
They're black and yellow.
Thief.
Killer bees. Nah, I don't know. Is it the killer bees colour?
What's
Yeah, it is.
Khalifa?
I'm what?
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
What?
Yes.
No. Is it?
Yes.
No.
What? What are we
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Oh no, that's a song as well. Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not Wiz Khalifa.
No, it's not.
I think it is, isn't it?
Who can type faster? Who can type faster? It's Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, thank Christ. I had really, really bad panic then.
You really did. I didn't know what you
If
were
I'd
talking
been wrong
about.
about that, I think that would have been the end of me on the pod,
I'd
because
heard
I've
you, if
never
I'd-
yet made an error.
If I'd heard you properly, I would have reassured you instantly.
Oh, man. I don't know if I can keep going.
Just take a deep breath.
Kia ora, this is Toby Manhire, here to urge you to tune in to Gone by Lunchtime, a podcast with me, Annabelle Lee Mather and Ben Thomas, tackling the world of New Zealand politics, from policy to polling, from scandal to psychodrama. Listen to Gone by Lunchtime, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network, wherever good pods are sold.
Kia ora, I'm Alex Casey, senior writer at The Spin-Off. We wouldn't exist without the ongoing support of our generous members. If you're able to, you can make a donation at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Talofa lover, I'm Madeline Chapman, editor at The Spin-Off. If you have the means, consider supporting our high-quality journalism by becoming a Spin-Off member. Sign up now at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
I was just about to tell you an op-shop story that's slightly off boat.
Like Jason Kirison or...
Yeah, just like him. Jason Kirison, Ark, boat, op-shop. It all makes
Wow.
sense. Okay, so I've probably told the story in the pod before. Let me know if I have. Once upon a time, I went to an op shop and saw some lovely coasters because they reminded me of ones that we used to have when I was young. And I took them home when I was visiting my mum and said, look what I found, just like we used to have. And mum was like, oh, I took them to the op shop yesterday.
Oh, my God.
Because my mum's like an everydayer. She goes every day to
you
the
got
Dove shop
to.
in Glenannis.
Wow.
You got to go
Love
every day
that.
to know what's new, you know, and get in there before the staff.
I want to
like,
go up shopping with your mum so bad.
Oh,
Every
you
day?
You two would
We
get
could do a
on
video.
so well.
We could do a video.
It could be content.
content.
Yeah. Not just fun.
Yep, for work. That's Duncan's way of saying he's going to pay you for it.
That sounds
Well,
great.
do it and work
And
out.
everything I buy?
Yeah, $3.50.
Yeah, budget. Like $30.
$30 I can do a lot with that.
Anyway, I bought my mum's old. I could have got them for free.
Did she take them back?
No, she
No,
didn't take
you-
them back.
Right.
No.
But they're yours now.
Well, they were until I also got rid of them. So now they're just out. They're like the travelling pants, you know,
Or the egg cup.
all like the egg cup. Anyway, back on the boat. I want to go snorkeling with lovely fish and come back to a boat and have a banana colada handed to me. Like that moment where they just had that beautiful trip out to the water, had a little swimmy swim, and then came back and they were in these like lush robes and just handed this beautiful banana-y smoothie looking alcoholic drink. I was just like, that's the goal.
I feel like we have been deprived of that sort of thing by the pandemic.
Well,
not that any of that ever happens at all.
I mean,
but,
it's all, and the money.
We were just about to do that.
But you know what I
COVID
mean?
hit.
Like it's just been this long, grindy staying in New Zealand thing, and I feel like watching Below Deck. Part of what makes you really want to watch it is it's this kind of this lifestyle that was always unattainable, but is completely impossible.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
And the knowledge that this is all going on during COVID and COVID is just barely addressed on this show, it is a true escape.
High seas.
High seas.
International maritime law.
The primary is got her top off in the jacuzzi with her brother.
Discuss.
Ding.
The horror.
I mean, part of me is like, look, it's just a body part, and if you're fine to have it off, that's fine, isn't it? I don't know, but then the other part of me is like, I would never.
I mean, siblings grow up in the bath together, don't they?
But at a certain point, they stop.
In fact, I was having this very thought last night as my 8-year-old twins were in the bath together, and I feel like things were starting to not feel like they should be having baths together anymore.
What shocked me almost even more was the fact that the lad put his head all the way under the jacuzzi.
Don't do
that
that.
is wild.
Because I don't know why, but you're not supposed to do that.
No, you'd get the in your ears, the water in your ears can bacterial infection-y type things.
I don't know if any of that's true, but certainly
Bugs?
it's part of our land law.
Yeah, it is. And also, like, you get your hair caught in the filter. That's a bad time.
It's actually weird to be on the sea in water above the sea.
Oh, my God.
Have you ever thought about that?
That's meta.
Like taking a bath at sea is crazy.
Have you ever tried taking a sea bath?
Strange.
What about being in a bath on a boat while moored in Bath in the UK?
That's no.
Is that
a coastal town?
It's not landlocked. No, it's seaside. Or there's definitely. I've been there, and there were little boaties.
Little boaties.
Yeah,
So you're having a bath in a boat in Bath.
yeah. Stop it.
I don't
Sorry
know
for
if we
breaking
can
your.
top that.
Sorry for breaking your back.
Anyway, let's get back to the issue.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, boobs in the bath on the boat.
I think it's odd.
It's definitely odd, and I think the most odd bit was when she did a little. Look, it was like a little fanny flash. She had her bottoms on, but she did a little weird, like, flipped up the towel, the modesty towel, and then kind of did a little jiggle at brother.
No.
And then called Dad, FaceTime Dad.
It was the call to dad that tipped it
Yeah.
over the edge as well. I was just like, what is this family?
It wasn't just I'm comfortable. It was like, am I turning you on? Austin Powers was. There was some energy.
Thought maybe they're from like a nudist family, a family that grew up in a nudist sort of compound colony. What do you call them? Nudist colony is a real funny term, isn't it? It's like, like birds perched up, like gannets perched up on the cliff.
Well, they kind of have to hang together. You can't just go sort of being a nudist out in just normal society. You have to.
Colony has bad connotations, though, I feel like, because of all the religious sects and things.
Gannet
Colonisation.
Colonisation.
Not well regarded.
Yeah, well, gannet colonies are.
Colonisation stinky, gannet colony also stinky.
So many
Really
stinkies.
stinky.
Yeah.
Like cool, like I love to go.
But distractingly stinky.
Yeah.
You
like,
want to wait for that
insane.
till there's an offshore, right?
And you're like nearly vomiting looking at the beauty.
It's also like, gannets, like there's all the world's an ocean. You don't have to shit where you sleep. Like, I know we all love gannets, beautiful birds, but hygiene is a big miss from me.
Speaking of shitting where you sleep or vomiting where you jacuzzi, that's another reason not to put your head under in that bloody jacuzzi.
Yeah.
We
Can never
have
clean that
seen
up.
the things that have
my
happened
God.
in there.
And there's only so much a colander can Man, that was just foul. Again, but I'm sure it's fine on the high seas.
It is. It's all fine. I mean, I think the thing is that we're realising as we hark back to previous moments is that the season certainly has had a lot of little gems, but it just hasn't had, I don't know, the same level of drama.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we went about the block zone, similar issues.
Very similar issues. Right, what else happened?
Taylor is the Tin Man. Her older sister calls her the Tin Man.
Oh,
She
yeah.
doesn't show emotion.
Yeah.
Interesting. Taylor's interesting.
Taylor is.
Yeah.
She's intriguing, isn't
I wish
she?
we had her from the start because I
Yeah.
feel like she would have blossomed.
She'll move on in the below deck.
There's a yacht tender that has gone rogue. It's gone wanders.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks to me, how do you say this word? I always thought Maltese, but the captain pronounces it Maltese. Have I been doing it wrong in my life?
Maltese.
Like Maltesers.
Well, no, like the yacht is called Maltese, Maltese, but the captain pronounced it Maltese several times.
Maltese.
Maltese, yep, when he's on the radio.
But it's Jason.
Yeah, I bet.
I think it's Maltese. Like Chinese. Isn't it?
I love Maltese.
Because you're from Malta.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So why do you say Maltese?
I don't. It's not about how I'm pronouncing
Well,
it.
that's a bit.
It's much better than Maltese.
I mean, that's
Saying
almost so...
Maltese.
Maltese.
Whoa.
Was that me? No, that was.
Go again?
Maltese.
That's what Google reckons.
Maltese.
Well, was that Maltese?
I just want to
Is this-
explain.
This is Yanni Laurel all over again.
I just want to explain.
Green Needle.
The reason why I asked if that was me is because I'd also brought up the pronunciation on my screen, and I thought my computer had just played it. I'm not actually losing my mind. Wow. Anyway, you need to listen to that back. I can't believe you guys didn't pick up on that.
Maltese.
Maltese.
Anyway, we got the tender. Jamie did some great stepping off the edge of something
great.
onto another thing that was in motion and saved the day.
Captains help captains, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works at sea.
Helmet goes to Culver for being a bit useless
Debbie
last
Downer.
day or two.
Yeah.
And then the captain is like, have an early night, y'all. Got a big old last charter tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. We're up at him, and Aisha's like, 11 p.m. We're gonna be in bed by 11. And I think they were like just arrived at the club at 10:30.
Oh, no.
And this is where Culver starts grinding up a storm with the guest. A real weird way of flirting.
Yeah, it was chaotic. But is it fine?
No.
Is it not fine? But she's not the guest anymore.
Yeah. That's just how they met.
That's just land. They're on land.
I don't know. It's
now.
still a climb.
They're
Still a
just
potential.
They're two people on land.
I think it's fine.
I don't know.
Okay, so I just want to talk about Culver's flirting technique because he's dancing with Geordie and she's sort of going, oh, you know, you can do whatever you want.
like
You can stay out all night.
But you're not my brother.
Yeah. So I'm not going to take my top off. But anyway, she then he's kind of like, I just want to leave the boat right now. I just want to go back to wherever he's from. I want to take you with me. And it's just like real weird. It's just really weird flirt. Then
But on the other hand,
worked.
Culver.
Yeah,
So.
true. They pashed. And that's kind of where we left things. Brittini was all ready to tell him how she felt that night. And then he starts pashing up the guest, who earlier, you might recall, had said that she was all about Brittini and Culver getting together. And I don't know. Maybe this was part of her master plan. Yet to see how the strategy is going to play out.
And Brittini saw it all happen, right?
I mean, I think they made it look like that. I have to say, I was watching this with headphones on. And when you've got that kind of really close-up sound, you can hear they do so much frankenbiting
Yeah.
of lines, like truly some of the worst I've heard. So a lot of making out things that are like they aren't as they seem at sea or something. That's
That's
the
a
end.
Frankenbissen.
That's
Yeah. That's the end of our podcast for now. And
I think it's just the end of our podcast.
Forever.
possibly forever. No, we've got. Look,
We're going to turn this boat around.
we're going to turn the boat around. We've got 2 more episodes to go.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it 1?
It's 2.
It's 2 episodes per charter. Yeah. So we're nearly there. Can't wait for all that's to come based on Duncan Grieve's promise of wonderful things from this season in the final 2 episodes.
Did we talk about Ryan going mad at the pub?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
When he threw the bottles.
Yeah.
That was about,
that was
I don't know,
ages
4
ago.
weeks ago.
I mean, that was good. I think I must have been away for that one.
Okay, that's it. We will catch you guys next time. Sail safely. Watch your tender.
Are you curious about how business can be better? I'm Simon Pound, and I host Business is Boring, a podcast where I cordial with some of the most interesting people in entrepreneurship, commerce, and making things happen. Tune in to Business is Boring every Tuesday, brought to you by the Spin-Off Podcast Network in partnership with Spark Business Lab.
Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spin-Off. You can help us keep all of The Spin-Off's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
The Spin-Off Podcast Network.